Okay guys, this is my first test drive with firmware version 17.22.46. It's supposed to be much smoother according to Elon Musk's comment on Twitter, and we're gonna try it out right after that construction site here. So one thing I noticed is the auto brightness of the display is indeed working. There's a little check box in the controls menu that says auto adjust, and I can see the slider moving up and down as the brightness around the vehicle changes. Turning on the autopilot again as soon as it's available. There we go. Oh, there was a slight hesitation. It braked a little. Now we are going fine again. So now the display auto brightness is down to 55, 53, 50% again. So that's clearly working fine. And by the way, there was a comment on Electrek, I believe, about the design of the power indicator in the dashboard display, and that did not seem to have changed compared to the previous version. It's still the same kind of design. Autopilot working fine so far, no complaints. Now it must have detected something, or thought it detected something, but there clearly was nothing, no reason to slow down. And the lane markers are very clearly visible. Okay, what was that? Left, right, dancing a little between the left and the right side of the lane here. So sometimes when the lane marker ends, because you're getting to an intersection, sometimes it loses its bearing. So far it did well, but in a little bit we're gonna get to a neuralgic spot that I know the old version of autopilot always got consistently wrong. So let's see what it does here. It stays on the right lane, very good. Okay, and now I have to turn it off because we have a red light here, and we're gonna make a left turn. And it started raining. Okay, back on. And the rain got a little heavier, but the autopilot software does not seem to be impacted by that. Now we are coming up against standing vehicles, which used to be a big problem for the previous versions. Okay, slowing down nicely. It seemed to have detected that blue Mustang in front of us here. Yeah, also showing up in the display, and slowing down very nicely and smoothly. Very good. Okay, now I turned on the autopilot in a city area here. There's no lane marker on the right hand side, but there is lane markers in the middle of the road. So autopilot is still able to detect the road here. A little bit less certain, I guess, than before, but it's still doing a decent job here. So I'm gonna turn it off as we come up to the signal here. And now I'm gonna try to find the parking spot. Probably both the parallel and the perpendicular parking spot. I wanna try both options. So let's see if there's a place where we can try it out. Gonna make a right here, and there's a parallel parking spot. Let's try that first. On the right hand side I'm doing 7, so well below the speed, and it did not detect anything. Why not? What am I doing wrong? Okay, let's try again. I don't know, I'm gonna put it in reverse. Nothing. So I don't know, maybe it's turned off in the settings. Let me check. There's a perpendicular spot on the left. We're gonna try that one. All right. Okay, I think it recognized that one. I'm gonna shift to reverse and I'm gonna hit start. Well, I'm gonna keep my foot over the brake pedal. I'm not sure if I should trust the whole thing. Ooh. No, that is not ideal. I don't know what it would have done now, but I don't know if you can see that on the screen here. We're getting awfully close to that other car. And I'm gonna see if I can get in manually now. Just 18 inches, 17 inches, what? Oh, yeah, that would have not worked. Okay, I'm gonna try again. And that spot is still available. Hit the little cone here so I see the display. I'm gonna stay a little bit further away now from the spot. And it did not. Oh, now it recognized the spot. Okay, stop, shift to reverse, and start. Okay, give it another shot. That's looking good. Yep, so far so good. Enough distance between me and both cars. It's not going to be exactly centered. I'm not sure if it's going to correct it. Okay, what's going on now? Auto park in progress. Are you going to go in? Or, aha! Obviously it was not happy with that angle, and it straightened everything out, and now it's gonna go back again. Nice, I like that. Pretty cool. That's what I would have done. Excellent. Very sweet. Okay, that worked nicely. I would have gone a little bit more back, but it's really hard for the ultrasound sensors to distinguish, I guess, between that concrete barrier on the bottom and an obstacle that would hit the bumper. So I can see why it didn't go back all the way. Okay, that was good. So let's move on and find maybe another parking spot. I want to try it again, but not in the same spot again. Here we go. Does not detect parallel parking spots. What the hell is going on here? Huh, interesting. Well, now it detected something. Okay, I'll give you another chance. What about here? No? Didn't like that one? Oh my. headset here. Alright, so now it's showing the P. Now it's not showing the P again. Okay, I was able to do that one. Although it was, the auto park symbol was coming on and off. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Why is it creeping up to the car in front of me so much? I mean, there's a lot of space in the back and there's almost no space in the front to the next car. So I'm gonna go back a little because that lady was already looking at me a little weirdly for me having my car creep up to her car that closely. Okay, we're gonna do now that neuralgic spot where the previous version of autopilot consistently got confused and went wrong. So I'm turn it on as soon as it's available. Okay, here we go. And we are going under that underpass up front, and right after that the lane markings used to be super confusing for okay, well, one bad problem, but okay. I'm gonna try to turn it on again. Yep, it's on again. Okay, now we're going under the underpass. Oh, and it turned on the left turn lane. That never happened before. That's new. Okay, and I'm gonna try again. And this is the spot where it used to go wrong. It didn't follow the middle line around the corner, and it does the same thing again. It's basically on the opposite lane here, almost. Now it's getting back. So, well, no improvement there from the previous version to this version. That's a little bit disappointing. From the comments on the web that the next version is going to be silky smooth, I would have expected more than that. I would have expected a better prediction of the path the vehicle is going to take, and a better prediction of how the lane right in front of the car connects to the lane markers, further away. And that does not seem to happen here. It seems to be the same as before, in that only continuous lane markers really keep the car on a smooth path. But who knows, maybe future versions will improve that.